Assalamu alaikum. Dear students of Metropolitan School, hope you are doing well. You have enjoyed your winter vacations. Okay, now you have to follow all the precautions, SOPs. Okay, now we are moving towards our new topic after the vacations. Hope you have done your homework of winter vacation very well. And now I have a new topic of grammar for you, which is direct and indirect speech. So first of all, I would like to share what is direct and indirect speech. Now come on this slide. Direct speech. What is the direct speech? It consists of someone's exact words. Okay, direct speech consists of someone's exact words. It is written in inverted commas. Whenever you are going to write direct speech, you will write it in inverted commas. It begins it begins with a capital letter. Okay, now what is indirect speech? If you are going to deliver someone else's word, okay, this will be called indirect speech. Now come on the definition. It is the reported speech. It means you are reporting someone else's word. Okay, the verb introducing the reported speech is called a reporting verb. Okay, and the verb introducing the reported speech, if you are going to report any words of someone else, okay, so this will be called reporting verb. Now these are the definition of direct and indirect speech. Now we have two parts of speeches. Fine. The first part, which is before the inverted commas. Fine, this one. I am talking about this one. This is called reporting speech. And the second part, which is in the inverted commas, as I have told you in the definition, that is reported speech. We have some rules, okay? We have some rules to change direct into indirect speech. Now rule number 1, changing the punctuation. Fine, you have to change rule number 1, the punctuation. If you are going to change direct speech into indirect speech, so first of all, you need to remove the punctuation. Okay, you need to remove, omit means remove. You need to remove the inverted commas. Now come on rule number 2. Changing the time and place expression. We have rule number 2. Okay, changing the time and place expression. How? Direct speech. If we have indirect speech here, if you are going to change into indirect speech, so you will write there instead of here. Okay, these are all the replacement of the indirect speech. For example, these will be changed into those. Yesterday will change into the day before. Now will change into next day. Today's change into that day. These are all the changing of time and expressions. Now we are going to move rule number 3. Changing the tense. It is the most important change, fine, but when you have to change the tense, this is the main question you have. Now, if the reported verbs, as I have told you that reported verb is the first part of the statement. If the reported verb is in the past tense, so you will take place the changes of tense. Otherwise, you will not going to change any tense change. Number 1, we have some rules, fine. We have some rules. Present simple tense will be changed into past simple tense. Present continuous tense will be changed into past continuous tense. Present perfect tense will be changed into past perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense will be changed into past perfect continuous. You can learn these very easily. Fine, these are very simple, but you need to remember it. Past simple tense will be changed into past perfect tense, and past continuous tense will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. Now come on, past perfect tense will no change. Okay, if you have a past perfect tense, you are not going to change it. It will remain same in the indirect speech. Now will be changed into would. Shall will be changed into should. Can will be changed into could. May will be changed into might. A universal truth. There is a question, what is a universal truth? So for example, I am telling you that earth is round. Okay, this is a universal truth, no one can deny. Okay, so this is a universal truth, this is not going to change. Universal truth will be remain same in the indirect speech as well. Now come on the rule number 4. This one is also an important rule. Find the changing the person. For example, first person pronoun I and we. We have two first person. I and we. Change according to the subject. I will tell you with the examples in the next. Okay, but I and we will be changed into the subject. And for what is the subject? Subject is who is going to perform a particular task. Fine. Next one is second person pronoun. For example, you. Change will change according to the object. Second person will be changed according to the object of the sentence. Third person pronoun, he, she, it, they never change. Okay, it will remain same. Third person will remain same in indirect speech. Okay, so first we are going to discuss, as I have told you, all the rules of direct to change into indirect speech. Now we are going to types of sentences of direct speeches. For example, change of direct speech into indirect speech. We have first question in which we have to change direct speech into indirect speech. But we have, as we have studied before, we have different types of sentences. So today we are going to discuss two types. First is affirmative and second is interrogative. Now I am going to explain you affirmative sentence first. Direct speech and indirect speech. Okay, I am writing this statement. He says, I am learning Arabic. Fine. It is a simple affirmative sentence. There is no question, there is no negative, okay, no rejection. So this is simple affirmative sentence. He says, I am learning Arabic. Next one is, he said, I am learning Arabic. Have you felt any difference in these two sentences? Yes. These, number one, the reported speech is in past tense and this one is into present. As I have told you in rule number 2. That if the reported speech will be in the past tense, so you are going to change the tense. Now if you see number 1, this is a present tense, so we are not going to change the tense. How? Come on the screen. He says, okay, we will remove inverted commas and place that in affirmative sentence. If we are going to change direct into indirect speech, first notice the difference, okay. I have removed the inverted commas and I have written that instead of the inverted commas over here. So he says that I am reporting someone else's word. Okay, he says that he is a singular. So I am going to use is with he. He is learning Arabic. Have you seen the change? I just have removed the inverted commas and changed first person into how I have changed into object. Now he, okay, I am saying someone else's word that he says that he is learning Arabic, he is learning English, whatever he is doing. So I am reporting someone else that he is learning. I have removed the inverted commas and there is no change of tense, okay, because we have present simple here, okay. We have reported speech into present simple. So we are not going to change the tense. Tense is remain same in the first statement. If you come on the second one, he said, this is the past tense. So I have changed the tense. As I have told you that present continuous will be changed into past continuous. So you have changed the notice that he said that he was, okay. Present continuous I have changed into past continuous. He was learning Arabic. Okay, these are the two differences. First one in present and second one is past. So I have given you both examples so you can do it very easily. Now come on the second sentences. So interrogative sentence. First I would like to tell you the types of interrogative sentences. Okay, we have two types of interrogative sentences. First one is simple and real. Okay, second one is real. So what is a simple and real? Simple is that, now come on the rules, fine. We change the reporting verb into ask. If we are going to change direct speech into indirect speech of simple interrogative sentence. So in the first section we have used said instead of said, okay. But in this sentence, in simple interrogative sentence, we are going to change reporting verb into ask. Okay, I will give you example later. Instead of that, we have used in affirmative sentences that to remove the inverted commas, fine. Now, in simple interrogative, we will not going to use that, okay. We are going to use if instead of that. Number 3, simple interrogative sentence is changed into an affirmative sentence. How I will explain you in this sentence with example, so you can got it easily. A simple interrogative begins with an auxiliary models. Have you studied auxiliary models? Auxiliary models is, am, are, will, has, have, had. We have so many auxiliary models. Okay, if you are going, your question will start from, begin from will, shall, has, is, am. These are the auxiliary models. Okay, and this type of sentence which begins from auxiliary model called simple interrogative sentence. Fine, so come on example. So you can get all the rules very well. He said, okay, will you help me? Here you have noticed that your question is begin with will. Okay, will is the auxiliary model, so I have got it that this sentence is belong to simple interrogative sentence. Now come on this. Number one, as I have told you, I will change said with asked. Okay, this is in the past, so I have also written past in the indirect speech as well. He asked if. Okay, I am going to remove inverted commas and put if. Okay, if I would help him. Me, this is the object, this become a subject. I and will, I have told you that will be changed into would. I would help him. This is the example of simple interrogative sentence. Now come on the last real interrogative sentence. As I have told you, real interrogative sentences, okay? Real interrogative sentences also always begin with what, WH questions, okay? How, what, where, these are the WH question. So all real interrogative sentence always start with how, who, what, whatever, okay? Now instead of if, we use the given interrogative. We don't use, if you can see the example, okay, I haven't used if instead of inverted commas, because this is a real interrogative sentence and I am going to use the given interrogative word here instead of if. Okay, now come on example. He said to me, who did it? He asked. Okay, I have used asked, as I have told you in the first one that we are going to use asked in the interrogative sentences. He asked me who. Okay, I am using the same interrogative word here. I am not going to use if, that, no one will be used here. Okay, we just also use simple interrogative word which we have given in the statement. Who had. Now you have change the notice, this is a past simple. I have changed the tense here because I reported speech in the past tense. So did has been changed into had. It means past simple has been changed into past perfect. Who had done it? And it will remain same as I have told you in rule number 2. Now these are all the real interrogative sentence. In this week we are going to change direct speech into indirect speech of real interrogative, simple interrogative and affirmative sentences. We will send you PDF and you have to change all the indirect speech into indirect by using these useful rules. Okay, so have you got all the rules very well? You have to remember these rules to change indirect to direct to indirect speech. Thank you.